The W990 is the new kid on the Kenworth block. It made a really big impression when it launched in Las Vegas last fall, and if you've been wondering what's inside, stick with us. In this video, I'm going to take you on a tour of the cab and the sleeper interior. Equipment editor Jim Park here. We're in Phoenix, Arizona. This week we're test driving the new Kenworth W990. And of course I'm sitting over here in the passenger seat, which swivels. You've got a 180-degree range in this seat, although you may have to get out and actually slide it a little bit to get it full around forward. But if you're sitting up here going down the road, nice view for the passenger. You got the premium driver's seat over here, and it's got about 101 adjustments on it, so guaranteed to find the exact position you want. And one more nice little touch they've got on this seat here, just to make getting out of the seat and back into the sleeper a little bit easier. They've tapered down the shoulder part of the seat here, so you're not rubbing up and bumping up against that as you get out of the seat and make your way back into the bunk. The seats are the top-of-the-line GT703 model, and they're upholstered in rich black leather. The leather is perforated for better airflow from the built-in heating and cooling systems. The seats have charcoal-colored suede inserts around the headrest and the lumbar area. The armrests are adjustable, and the seat itself has dozens of adjustments, so every driver is going to be able to find their own unique comfort settings. And also we've got this royal blue accent stitching all around most of the upholstery on the truck. You'll see it in different places here on the armrest, on the back of the seat. Very comfortable setup, and these seats, I have to say, are among the more comfortable seats I've ever sat in. I think Kenworth's done a pretty good job here in trying to get the top grade seat for the top grade truck they're offering right now. So this dashboard here is the go-to dashboard for Kenworth now. I think it's a little bit different than the ones in the W900L, but this is the one you see in the T680, the other highway model. It's got a nice looking dash to it. You see the analog gauges have the nice white LEDs, you know, to light up the numerals on the gauge. And you got these nice red needles. It just looks really sharp at night. Get all these well-lit switches down below here so you can see what you're reaching for. And all the toggles have a really nice feel to them. They're firm without being too hard to move. And every time you switch something on or off, of course, the light changes so you know what's going on. Very useful there. I like these Hvac controls because they're big. You can get your hand around it. And when you turn the knob, there's 6 or 7 positions on the fan switch, for example, and there's a little detente as you turn it. Just feels good. Little analog radio over here with a CD player, kind of quaint. Some models, depending on how you order it, this gauge panel here would be substituted for the Nav Plus HD and Entertainment Center. That would have, of course, your Sirius XM, your satellite navigation, GPS, whatever you wanted to have in this section here, as opposed to the gauge package. That's just optional, or of course a spot to put your beloved ELD. And this interesting looking switch here, for those who don't drive Kenworths, is what's become of the trailer brake. No longer is it up here on the steering column where it used to be. No longer, I guess, can you really call it a spike, because now it's a squeezy valve. And there's also a really stiff spring there, so that's not going to work anymore for the drivers who used to set their trailer brake and bail out and go in and see the dispatcher. This now is just for doing your tug testing and making sure if you want to slide your fifth wheel, you can lock your trailer axles up to do that. Definitely not for parking. The steering wheel is a nice size. It's got that beautiful blue embroidery thread along the inside of the steering wheel wrap. And of course you got a complete set of controls here on the steering wheel for your cruise control. Your radio over here, any of the music modes or entertainment modes can be run from here, as well as your cruise control, set, resume, and accelerate and decelerate over on this side. All really nicely laid out. Gotta like it. Mounted within the cabin on the right-hand side of the sleeper is a pull-out table that stows neatly when it's not in use. And above the table is a pre-wired mounting area for a microwave oven. A couple more items I want to show you, starting with the drawer down at the floor. Again, fairly deep drawer, plastic lines, put liquid in there, they won't spill and make a mess, and a really nice latch there to hold that all closed. Just up from that drawer we have a pull-out fridge. This is a nice size, easy to get into obviously, and there's a little freezer in here as well, so you can keep cold drinks, your lunch, cold cuts, some veggies, whatever you like. Keep that nice and cold for while you're working. Lots more storage back here I want to show you too. Up in the back corner we've got 2 cabinets, one on either side, and we've got this mesh protected area right back here. You wanted to throw loose stuff up there like pillows and blankets and what have you. Lots of room. I really like the color scheme they've chosen for the back here. It's a dark and light gray combination, nicely lit, easy on the eyes, and I've just been noticing how nice it sounds in here. If you were sitting back to relax, had some music on the radio, I think you'd have a really pleasant environment to be spending your downtime in. And that's a quick look at Kenworth's 76-inch mid-roof sleeper with the driver's studio amenities in it. We're inside the W990, the brand new large car from Kenworth, and tomorrow we're going to be taking this thing out for a ride, so that's going to be the next video in our series. In the meantime, at Inland Kenworth in Phoenix, Arizona, with Kenworth's new W990, I'm equipment editor Jim Park.